Hello there, crafters of the world. In the previous video I was showing to you how to cut a mini dress, where I explained to you that the front has to be bigger than the back by 2 centimeters if you are a fully formed female or more voluptuous. So in this video I'm going to show you how to cut a shirt. Although I'm not going to cut the fabric itself, as I have no need for shirts at this moment in time. I have got hundreds of shirts, so it makes no sense for me to cut fabric. I showed you in a previous clip how to cut a dress, how to cut a long dress. So in this clip, following the same explanation as from the previous video, you have to take several dimensions. You have to take the dimensions of the sleeve, how long you want your sleeve to be, which I called it HL, and in this video is 60 centimeters. You have to also take your bust underneath the arms, so to see basically how wide you want your shirt to be around the bust area. I took this shirt around 100 centimeters. I also took the length of the blouse, which I later on you'll see is noted with L there, and I consider it to be 80 centimeters. The length at the front up to the waist, which is noted there as LF, which is 50 centimeters, and at the back LB, which is from the shoulder to the waist, 47 centimeters. So basically is very simple, very straightforward. You always have to take the dimensions in the areas which are more protruding or less, like waist, hips, and so on. Next, I'm taking you through the sleeve, how to cut the pattern for the sleeve. And as you can see, it's always the same kind of pattern. At the front is always going to be a little bit rounded, and at the back is going to be a bit smoother. And basically this is going to be symmetric because both your arms are symmetric. So we have got the length of the sleeve, which is HL, which is 60 centimeters. Another dimensions you need to take is how wide you want your sleeve to be in the around the wrist or the cufflink area, which mine I consider to be 20 centimeters. Also the length underneath the arm, which I consider to be LBU. So both sides, you notice there, they have to be equal. Why? Because when you put them together, the shirt has to match underneath the arm. Yes, so this is something you have to always consider. I considered a very simple neck design. I did not want to complicate things at this moment in time for you. I will show you in a different video how to make collars, all kind of collars, which again is very simple. Now going back to the bust area, which I consider to be 100 centimeters, what you have got there, just as I explained in the short dress video, you will always have the front bigger than the back. So if the bust area is 100 centimeters, means you are going to have 51 centimeters at the front, 49 centimeters at the back. When you are going to cut your blouse, of course you have to consider this for symmetry, and you are going to put 25.5 because it's half of 51 centimeter, and at the back is going to be 24.5, so because it's half of 49 centimeter. If your blouse has buttons, you have to consider adding extra 3-4 centimeters. Why? Because one side at the front is going to be put on top of the other side at the front. Well, that's it. What you also have to consider, the fact that the bust has to be with what I noted there, WD. So is the bottom of your blouse. So If your blouse is going to be tight on the body, of course you'll have to take the dimensions of the waist. Myself here, I did not consider that. I did not want to complicate the things. So the WD has to be equal with the bust, and unless you want it smaller and tighter on the body. So you can use your imagination there, and according to your needs, take the right measurements and cut accordingly. You might also have to consider, if you are a very tight person with big breasts, to take another fold underneath the breast, where I made that sign there on your on the paper. So as ever, I hope this information was of help to you. So keep in touch with me and check my next video. Be in touch. Thank you for watching. Bye.